Very quick update. As part of the 2022 reissue reproduction replicas Storm Shadow Snake Eyes, there was a box here with some extra accessories. And some of us were happy, like, oh great, they're giving some goodies. Yeah, it's nice, extra, free stuff, right? And others were like, whoa, it's completely irrelevant because it's Snake Eyes version 3 accessories. Why are those in there? Okay, yeah, no big deal. I never cared. So here's something I discovered today. The sword, oh my gosh, it bends. Huh, I don't recall this happening with mine in the past. So how did I bend this? I just pushed it like this to see its flexibility, and it kinked immediately there because of the hole. So let me show you to the vintage one. See, I'm flexing it. This is what I did. I did not intend on kicking it. So, okay, it's a little disappointed. So here's the original sword, and so we compare. And then I discovered this. So it is a common practice for toy manufacturers. In the past, they would mold all the accessories on a tree, so that's why you have the same color. A current trend, what they do is they mold everything in a base color, black or whatever. And this is especially true of the modern era G.I. Joes, which is one of the reasons why I despise that line. They mold everything in a base color and then they paint it. So they would rather have people in the Far East hand painting, or maybe it's slightly automated, but they put the color on top as opposed to have separate tools with, because it's a lot more logistics. When you mold all the accessories, you have to plan ahead. You know, you're gonna have a runner, you're gonna have some trees, you gotta mold these accessories in the colors. So here's what I did on this sword today, is I took a knife. I wanted to see what's the color here. Oh my gosh, look at that. So I suspect that the silver sword and probably the Uzi are molded on the same tool with the Uzi and the Satchel Pack and Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow's bow and sword. So basically, to cut cost, is they have probably a mold, a tool, we call it a tool, where they have all the accessories all in black, right? And it would be too expensive to run a separate tool of the silver. So they made that. So that's just an observation. Again, I'm not complaining. It's just, if Snake Eyes here, he would say this is a fraud, right? If he could speak, he would say this is a fraud. It's a counterfeit. It's not the real deal. So don't think that these new swords are just as good. They are soft, which is good for Storm Shadow's nunchucks and swords, which is good for the Uzi and the Satchel Pack. But because of the holes in the sword, it weakens it. If it had been a solid blade, it would not have been an issue. But right now, this to me has very little value, and the bottom kink there, it is sad. It is sad. So, yeah, I'll be cherishing my vintage ones.